Have you ever felt stuck? I'm Dr. Cynthia Phelps, and this is 6 Stories in 6 Days. And today's story starts in early 2020. Right before the pandemic, I ended up getting in a head on collision. I had a bad concussion. Although I didn't sustain any bodily damage, my brain was injured and I had real problems with short term memory, and I also had problems with planning. This accident really affected my overall life. It took away a lot of my vitality, my energy, and enthusiasm. My level of vitality and fitness had already been decreasing, but after the accident, in order to heal my brain, I had to lay around a lot in a dark room with low stimulation. I really lost a lot of muscle tone. I lost a lot of vitality. And this year, in early 2023, I realized that I felt stuck. I wasn't really moving my body much, and my business felt really stuck, like in a way where I couldn't figure out how to move it forward. And so I actually created a journey for myself, a psilocybin journey. I have a PhD in pharmacology, so this wasn't too hard for me to set up. I used my therapist and also my grief counselor and a firekeeper for the ceremony. And it was a really amazing experience. But the core message that came out of that experience was that I needed to pay more attention to my body, that I wasn't going to be able to move forward, get unstuck, unless I really listened to my body and asked it what it needed. And this was a very surprising answer to me. I kind of begrudgingly listened to the outcome, and I did a few things in response. And one of them was to sign up for a weightlifting fitness class at the YWCA. And this is not something I normally would have done. I'm not a huge fan of group fitness programs, but I did know that I needed to start lifting some weights. When I started going to this fitness class, I could really feel the changes that were happening in my muscles. And it started getting easier to get up off the ground. It started getting easier to lift things. And what happened is that this habit of going to this one fitness class turned into a keystone habit, a habit that holds together a whole set of habits. Because what happened next was I started taking another class at the YW. I started swimming more often, and now I'm taking Zumba. I'm doing ecstatic dance here in Asheville. And so it's really changed the entire landscape of how I treat my body. And in result, I have so much more energy and I have more to give to my business. And so if you are feeling stuck and you're feeling like you really need to make a change, maybe we need to poke around and find out what is a keystone habit for you. And if you want to be able to make these changes for yourself in 2024, I have a training that's coming up January 11th. Go to innerally.com and click on Release the Habit so that you can join us to be able to make the changes that you want in your life in a gentle and methodical and science-based way. I would love for you to join us.